Let's go.
Spreading bullshit, whatever the cause, but the translation's been lost.
Wow.
See, that time you switched to D when you should have gone to C, and I stuck with C because I was like, not this time, Brian, you're not going to get me.
I keep
know
switching
that
to
you're
C
wrong.
instead of D.
Yeah, you're the other way around. You keep going to D, and it should be C.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why I keep fucking it up.
Yeah.
Because I keep getting them mixed up.
Yeah.
That was... we just played that like fine.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason that time it just
you choke
wrong.
under the pressure, man. That's all it is. That's all it is. By the way, to everyone listening, we're in a new environment this time around. I'm loving it. Brian seems a little skeptical, but
it's a test. It's a test.
Yeah. See, we're in Brian's like dope ass downstairs man cave, which is really cool because usually we're up in Brian's dope ass upstairs man cave, which is like the little room where his dad does all of his incredible artwork and stuff,
music and stuff.
So that's a pretty cool room on its own. But in here, Brian's got like a massive TV. He's got a dual screen action going with the computer.
Yeah. He's fucking beast of a computer. We're recording off that computer now.
Yeah, and it's dope
because my laptop was like, nah.
Yeah. Your laptop just totally gave up on life immediately after the last episode was
really
posted.
luckily it was already dying when we were recording that episode because the USBs weren't working and the motherboard
we were
died.
complaining about the mouse not working
last
week. It turns out that was because half the motherboard had just died at that point.
That half with those USBs was just gone.
So
we were really lucky that didn't like lose everything.
Because we
definitely
wouldn't have replaced it.
Hang on, I'm gonna stand up now for a second.
Okay, he's standing. Oh, he's moving. Oh, he's picking something up. What is that? What does that say?
This is a hard disk drive.
Oh, shit.
That I took out of the old laptop that died. And this is where all of the other episodes of the podcast are.
Oh,
so
wow.
I need to like transfer them at some point.
Okay, why? They're all on YouTube.
Yeah, I know, but I'd like to keep them just to have them. But
YouTube converter,
also, I've got other stuff on here that's like important.
I suppose,
all my cooking recipes are on here.
Oh, okay. Well, then, that sounds like some serious stuff. He's wheeling around the room, ladies and gents. See, Brian is sitting in like his new fancy computer chair that he got for Christmas.
Oh, it's a good.
He's holding the mic
chair.
stand because they're small little mic stands that we've got. He's holding the mic in his hand. He's leaning back. He's looking cozy. I'm not gonna lie to you, Brian. I'm about to go all the way. Oh, he's using the second computer chair, the older computer chair, pre-Christmas computer chair.
That's
a
good.
Footstool. Hang on one sec.
This is good. I'm
about to raise you. Hang on one sec. Put this guitar down safely.
Oh, he's going for the lie down.
And man.
Yeah.
Did you not know that that's why I wanted to record from the couch? It's so that I could lie on the couch.
Yeah, he's lying down on the couch.
And I could just look at you.
Yeah.
It's like I'm your your little therapist, therapy patient.
Yeah.
And you've got your glass of wine.
Yeah. We're gonna sort through some shit.
I think, man, I'm feeling pretty chill. I'm feeling pretty chill. This
is the one time where, because like before I went in to pick you up, I had not downloaded any of the programs, Audacity or anything onto my new laptop because I'm lazy as fuck. So I download it and go to do a sound check and I hit the record and nothing happens.
Oh shit.
Nothing happens. I make sure everything's connected right. It is. Nothing happens. Something wrong with my I think I just didn't download the drivers for the mixer and didn't realize. And I was like, because I did that when I put them on my computer and realized, that's probably would have worked. But this is where like a mistake turns into...
You have good fortune because I've been wanting to record from this room for a long time. I think it's a dope ass room. It's really well decorated. You've got all these things, these robot things that you build around the place. What are they called again? Gunpla.
Yeah, they're Gundam models.
Yeah. Brian builds them, and they all look really dope. You put a lot of care and
each of those is like 10 to 20 hours of work.
Yeah, man, like, fucking hell.
You can see there on my other desk where I build them.
Oh yeah,
see, they all come on these things.
Yeah. And I was looking at those.
You've got to cut the parts out.
That's crazy, man.
Together.
That sounds like so much.
And then you got to weather them and paint them and do all that stuff. I want to build a little box where I can do like airbrushing.
Oh, cool.
Okay, but
nice.
you need a ventilation system.
Right,
for
because that'll kill you.
I can put it up through that vent there.
Okay. See, that could be.
I looked at like YouTube videos on how to build one for like $100.
Yeah.
You get like one of those plastic boxes. See the big plastic box?
Yeah.
And you can cut a hole in it and put like a fan from like kitchen appliance, and then a tube that goes up to your vent, and that works.
Right. See, the thing about this room is, right, every time I
I'm
sit
so
in it
quiet.
and you're like describing stuff to me about it and stuff,
Yeah.
I'm always in here and I'm like, man, if I had a room this cozy, I would do nothing but consume content all day too. You know, like if I just had like like 2 computer screens and I had a massive flat screen, you know, and I had like all these games consoles. Man, you've got so many video games. It's insane.
Man, I've been collecting video games since I was a little kid.
Yeah, man. There's a
Like,
ridiculous amount of
A
video
lot
games.
of these
here.
are from a long time ago.
Yeah, fuck, man. Yeah.
I've got all maps and stuff from video games. As well.
Yeah, you got loads of PS2 games.
What I do
there.
here is I'll sit here at this desk and
Yeah.
turn towards the TV and angle the TV towards me,
Yeah.
so I can have stuff going on my computer screen.
It was angled that way when I came in.
It always is because that's when I use it. That's where I use it the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years. That shelf back there used to have LED lights in it, but they're all dead now because I left them turned on for too long.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
We used
So
to
we've
kick
just
the
spent
hardcore
the
in
last
this room.
maybe 6 minutes talking about this room that
Yeah,
no one can see.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put a picture up on the Twitter or something.
Yeah, maybe because it's a nice room. It's well decorated.
I like it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
but,
happy with the way it is.
Moving forward from that, how was your week, Brian?
My week was really good.
Yeah.
It's been the least stressful week of my life so far.
Okay. Wow. That's
All of life's stresses have gone away.
wow.
Not really. There's
No,
a lot of stress.
Life's stressful, Brian.
But
You
it's
don't
been a
want
pretty
I-
good week.
If
It's
all
been
of
a-
life's stresses have gone away, then you've died.
It's been a week where I was like, yeah, all right,
Yeah.
I can deal with this.
Yeah. It's good to have one of those every now
Yeah.
and then, isn't it?
And
It's nice to go a week without wanting to kill yourself.
Oh wow, it's getting
Sorry.
dark already.
Yeah, I'm
I know
bringing
what you're
us way
talking
down.
about.
I know, I'm actually in a good mood this week. It's fine.
Yeah, Ali was home early from college as well, so that was another plus to the week. We got to
Yeah,
hang out.
yeah. She's not here tonight. Actually, we were down in Alley. No,
Mm,
normally
mm.
we'd have her there to look shit up. So did
Oh,
you do
shit.
any of that or
No.
Nah, fuck it.
I have the box, the DVD box up
You've
here.
got you got it right there because we as we always do.
We forgot to look anything
We
up.
bought
We
we
suck.
bought the DVD legitimately. I was gonna say, but
This
we-
DVD was actually legit.
Yeah, no, that's
bought
what
by
I'm
me,
saying.
Yeah.
Much like every DVD we've ever watched on this show.
Yeah, Senderos was a very legit DVD.
Yeah, man.
Well, no,
Yeah.
technically that was legit because we watched it on Netflix.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, one
what
of us
wasn't
pays
legit?
for that. Pardon?
Crow Zero.
The Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin wasn't.
Yeah.
That was HindyLinks.com. Thank you very much, HindyLinks.
Hindi links for you.biz actually.
For
Brian.
you.biz
Yeah.
sponsors this week.
Yeah,
Very good.
sponsors every week. Lifetime sponsor.
You know who's not a sponsor this week?
Who's not a sponsor?
Sky.
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 Oh shit, man! You had good shit to say about Sky last week. What's happened between you and Sky?
Sky is a bastard.
Oh really? Oh no, shit's hit the fan.
Twice this week
Okay.
at maybe 1 o'clock at night.
Oh, your Wi-Fi.
My
just-
internet
is
has
just gone.
just cut out
Yeah.
for like hours.
Yeah.
Right in the
Yeah.
middle of stuff.
Yeah, because we've been video chatting as a group of friends. This is our new
Yeah,
thing.
this
we'll
is our new
video
thing.
chat.
It's I can't believe we haven't done this before. It's way
Yeah,
better than
I
typing
know.
a bunch of messages.
Yeah, fuck that shit, man. We can just talk to people while you play video games.
Mm.
You watched me start
Grand
GTA
Theft Auto?
5
Yeah.
the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you watched me start it, and it was I was terrified. I'm terrified of video games, man.
Yeah, you were making all kinds of noises.
Yeah, they
you were,
scared
you
the
were
shit out of
freaking
me.
out.
It's a really high pressure situation for me. I'm not good at like shooters and stuff. You know, I never have been. So that's a lot of pressure. Like, and I've been playing that game now. And I feel like I'm a decent chunk in. I've more than started it at this point.
How far in are you at the moment?
I'm
I don't think we
at-
need to worry about spoilers. 'cause
Yeah, it's GTA 5.
That
And I'm the
game's
only
been out
person
5
left alive
years.
who hasn't
It's
left
an
it
old
and played
game.
it. I'm at the bit where Michael just did something for his kid, for his son. It wasn't the boat thing. He did the bike ride, and then he rescued he took his daughter back from the movie producers and the porn stars or
Yes,
whatever out
yes,
on that
yeah.
boat. I think that's like the most recent thing that happened. To
Have
me.
you got Trevor yet?
No.
Ah.
That's what I started talking about this to complain about. Man, it takes so long to acquire Trevor in this game. I didn't think it would because he's in the first mission.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
I thought that I
Trust
don't know.
me, when you get him,
Yeah.
his introduction is very strong.
Oh yeah.
You need to talk to. You need to like message me as soon as you get it though.
I will.
Because
Yeah,
there's context in that scene that you might not have because you haven't played other GTA's.
Okay, right. Well, what I'll do is actually I'll hit you up and hopefully you might be free and I can just video chat you and you can just watch me. You know, it's nice. I like doing these one-on-one react vids. You know.
Yeah, it's fun.
Where literally just my friends.
The more
get
I
to
look at
see
it,
me
I'm like,
freak out at video games.
See, the more I look at it, I'm like, man, if we could get like, if everyone could get a decent audio setup.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be so much easier to do guest spots and stuff.
Yeah. The guest spots. There's just loads of shit that we've made ourselves open to by doing this. After this podcast, we're going to record a song.
Yeah.
So
I haven't recorded a song since. Remember the time we recorded a song? We recorded covers here.
Yeah. Oh,
a couple of years ago,
covers,
I was smoking cigars at the
covers,
time.
Yeah.
That's the last time I recorded anything.
That was when we were maybe 16, man.
That
wasn't
like
5 years ago.
That wasn't just me on my mandolin, just being like, "What does this actually sound like?"
Yeah. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be good. And I'll post that to my SoundCloud whenever it's done.
Yeah,
if anyone gives a shit, they can check that out. Dara Eaton, spelled how it sounds.
Dara Eaton SoundCloud's very good.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's not really, but it's okay. It's the recording quality could be a lot better on a lot of stuff, but hopefully it will actually get better from here on out. I'm hoping to do some proper recording stuff because I need to stop being a lazy shite.
Yeah, like I said, we have the equipment.
Exactly, it's right here.
There's
I'm
no reason why you wouldn't
into it
use
right
it.
now, so it doesn't make any sense not to. So.
I actually had another thing I wanted to talk about from this week.
Hit me.
I watched the first 2 Resident Evil movies.
Oh fuck yeah, you did.
One after the other in one sitting yesterday. It was not my plan.
No, I don't think anyone starts their day intending to do that.
It was the weirdest thing. Ali is usually like, I don't like those movies. They suck.
Yeah, because they do.
We haven't seen. I've seen them. I saw them years ago.
Bits of some.
But she had never seen it, and I was like, let's watch the first one, and we watched the first one, and it was bad. It's a bad movie.
Yeah, as you'd expect.
And then Ali was like, I want to watch the second one right now, and I was like, yeah, that movie sucked. I also want to watch the second one right now. So we watched the second one too. Those movies are bad, and I fucking love them.
I don't understand the way that you enjoy stuff. You just enjoy stuff in a totally different way.
Yeah, dude, I can enjoy. I like enjoying. Yeah. I like being able to look at something and be like, "That's bad. I love it. It's great. It's silly."
I don't know. I can appreciate that sometimes, but like too much of it, and I'm like, no, I'm just consuming lots of bad content.
I don't like. It may seem like I consume a lot of bad content. But it's just I consume more than you, so it seems like
so I
consume a lot of really
just
good
comparatively,
content too.
Yeah.
I actually I would say I spend more of my time consuming good content as opposed to bad.
But you see, the bad stuff is what sticks out in my memory, though. You know,
yeah.
Unfortunately.
But also, I think you're more likely to find stuff bad that I find good.
That's true.
Like if we sat down and watched an old 70s Godzilla movie, I think you would be like, that was bad.
Yeah.
Whereas I would be like, that's great.
Shit. No. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, just different perspectives, I suppose.
It's just because I'm a huge child.
Yeah, it's because I've got a higher standard. You know, it's because I am not willing to take bullshit. And you're just a pussy ass bitch.
Dragon Ball Z poster on my wall. That's.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty fucking childish.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. Well, look, we're all very childish, aren't we? I'm 21, man. I'm so childish. I'm noticing now. Because I've been decorating my bedroom and stuff, and I put loads of time and effort into decorating this room. Shit, man, I like Batman a lot. I've got so many Batman posters. I've got like 4 separate posters that all came from like comics that I had. That I was just like, well, I suppose I may as well use these posters now.
You're wearing a fucking Batman belt while
yes, I am while talking to you about this. Yeah, and then I've got a big poster of the Joker leering over me at all times.
Yeah.
Right, and I've got one more Batman poster, and it's in. It's still in the comic that I bought like years ago.
Yeah.
And that comic is currently in my drawer in my bedroom in Dublin. And I'm like, that one poster would be one Batman poster too many. If I put that one up, I'm like, that's too much. What are you pointing at? The Metal Gear Solid one?
You gotta get yourself some frames.
Some frames would be cool. Oh, yeah. You've got some frames going.
Real nice.
The one that your dad drew is just so dope.
Yeah, that's a big piece of like cardboard.
Yeah, man, it's so awesome. It's so cool.
Chipboard.
It's just like two fighter planes.
It's
with, like,
a
speech
panel.
bubbles and
It's
stuff.
actually
It's
I have the comic book down there.
oh yeah,
It's just a panel from an old war comic
that's so
that
awesome.
he blew up to like.
Man, it looks
massive.
so good.
It's screwed into the wall.
Yeah,
like,
your
it's
dad's
huge.
ridiculously talented. It's difficult to.
And then that poster there, the Easy Rider one.
Yeah.
That's his poster
the
from when
really
he
old
was a
one.
kid.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Uh,
it's in.
that
fucking
poster came
tatters.
out around the time that movie came out. Yeah.
That's insane. Jesus. Oof. Oh.
Uh,
Nearly hurt my neck.
Dara's having a bit of trouble with the lying down.
No,
thing.
I'm not.
Now
What the
he's
fuck are you
lying
talking
down
about?
on his belly like what you thinking about? What you thinking
You
about?
want to do a podcast?
You want to do a thinking about podcast thing? All right, we're gonna. This is a problem. You see, we've done this room now, and now we're just like, this is also a thing that's in the room.
Yeah.
Here's
we're
the
just,
thing,
We're just so excited about the new environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how was your week?
My week was grand. Just college stuff or whatever. Went out 2 nights in a row, which is unheard of for me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but both nights were pretty good, so it was all good.
That's good.
It was Finn and Roisin's birthday. Happy birthday
Happy
to
birthday,
both
Finn
of
and
you.
Roisin.
Yeah, went out with my cousin Maisie last night. That was cool. She's really young. Do you know what was weird, man? It's the first time it's happened in a long time, right? Because I've gone out a fair bit in Carlo over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Not like much, but more than I usually would have. And every time I've gone out, I'd like walk into Tully's. I'd be like, man, I only know like 6 people here.
Yeah.
Tully's is like the local pub in Carlo. But
That's
last
the
night,
one that all the young people go
yeah,
to.
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Last night I walked in,
Which is
I
why
knew
hate it.
one person. No, well, aside from my 2 cousins, one of whom I'd run into and the other of whom I'd gone there with, I only knew one other person in Tully's when I got there, and I didn't like him. And it was just me and this one guy I didn't like, and I was like, this sucks, man. Because I brought my cousin out, and I was like, yeah, we'll go out and we'll find some people I know, hopefully. We can chat and stuff to meet some new people, you know. No, turns out it was just, this town has now gotten to the point where the people I know here are all gone, and the only ones that are left are the ones that I would rather not have in my life. So there you go.
Yeah, it's weird when you get like we're in our 20s now, and you start to notice like, man, my friends are moving away.
Yeah, where are they all
You
going?
know, where
man?
they're all
Where are
fucking
they all
gone. Like I haven't talked to any of them in ages.
Yeah, like I'm in Dublin.
That's why I'm
you know?
loving this new like video chat setup.
Yeah, right. It's
like
really
we get
good
to
idea.
like have contact with each other on a regular basis.
Yeah, it's dope, man. It's really
Um,
dope. It's really dope.
I think it facilitates planning stuff more too.
Yeah, because
Now we're like, yo, we're actually gonna do a thing now.
Yeah, and,
You know,
and
because we've said it in
Yeah,
person.
you'd feel
Yeah.
guilty about it. Feel more guilty
If you do it in
flaking
text, you're
on
more
real
likely
plans.
to forget. you
Yeah, they
know?
were made in person.
First week that I didn't ask you before we went in what store you were in.
But that's
First
true.
week.
Yeah. This time you just knew.
Yeah.
Because I work every single week. I work the same 4 shifts in a row every day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And my Saturday shift is in the Dublin Street shop, the quiet one, from 9 until 6. So that every week of the podcast up until now, you've asked me which shop I'll be in.
Yeah.
And
then
this
now I
week
was
you
like,
finally copped to the fact that
I was
I'm
like,
always
it's probably
in
going to be Dublin Street.
Yeah. And you were right.
Where are you
were right.
tomorrow, actually?
Tomorrow I'm in the shopping centre.
Ah.
The one in Dublin Street
So
doesn't
you have
open.
to do a podcast, stay up and record a song, and then go in and work in a fucking busy
in a busy shopping centre, yeah. And Sundays tend to be a busy day as well.
Yeah,
because
for
Sunday's the day that people have a chance to come in with all of the returns and complaints that they've acquired over
Yeah.
the course of the last week. So you're always hit with a shitstorm, man. Sundays are the worst.
Yeah.
It's my mother's birthday as well today.
Oh, happy
to
birthday,
her.
Dara's, man.
There was a chance I was going to have to
know
cancel
if she
doing this
listens.
podcast, and no, I presume she doesn't.
Yeah.
I would be very surprised.
I
if
mean,
she
I don't think
does.
my mother listens to this. So.
Yeah, I'd be really surprised if my mother listens to this.
My dad used to. He just hasn't in a while. He just doesn't like it. I'm like, yo, the new episode is out, and he's like, oh, cool.
I'm surprised that anyone listens to this, to be honest.
Yeah, to be fair.
I'm always surprised when my friends are like, oh, listen to it. Here's what my thoughts are. I'm like, really?
I listened to it 4 times. And
Yeah,
like, you
shit, man.
psychopath.
Oshin loves this show. It's insane, man. Because I was talking to Oshin during the week. We were like hanging out. He helped me make dinner. It was delicious. Well, he pretty much made the entire thing, to be honest. But it was chicken curry. I've already bragged to you about this.
Yeah, you're learning how to cook.
Yeah, I am.
love
I'm in
it.
the
I love
process
it.
of doing it. He made me chicken curry with red bell pepper, and carrots, which is a
Look.
big deal for me because I hate all veg.
You're just gonna have to get your boy up there
Yeah,
Your boy
yeah,
up there.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
gonna come up and he's gonna make
Just
you a fantastic
for the people at home,
dinner.
he's saying your boy, but he's repeatedly tapping himself on the chest.
Yeah, because that's me. I'm the cook.
Yeah, you're my boy.
I'm the cook.
Evidently, yeah, you're the cook. You're the cook. For fuck's sake. Oh my God. Shit. We're translation lost.
Ah, fuck. We keep forgetting to introduce the podcast. We're translation lost.
Yeah.
We watch movies in other languages without the subtitles and then talk about them.
Yeah.
So over there is Dara.
But before we do
lying
that,
on
we
the
talk
couch.
for 10 minutes about other shit.
Yeah, before we even introduce the fucking
Yeah,
podcast. Jesus Christ. I might edit this in at the start. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll
Probably
see.
not.
No, probably not. I'm Dara. What's the story?
I'm Brian. What's the story?
Yeah.
I don't know. You can't answer us.
Yeah, you can't answer us. It's all right.
Kind of a moot question.
It.
This week we watched
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell.
The animated one.
The animated one from 1995.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, like the norm is like at the start of the movie discussion, we like run through really quickly what we thought it was about.
Yeah.
Like what the general story was. I have no fucking idea, but it looked real nice though,
Yeah,
didn't it?
yeah,
Ghost
yeah.
in the Shell looked real pretty. It was a really nice looking film, and I paid so little attention to the plot. So little, but it was really nice and brisk and really, really beautiful. So I had a pretty good time with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was putting it up in the power rankings, it would either be. Well, I can't put Akira in the power rankings because I feel like
Because
I'm biased.
you have an actual connection yet. Yeah.
But of all the other movies, I think this is up there with Crowd Zero.
Yeah.
As like enjoyable.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because like I'm eating a Kinder Bueno thing.
I'm
by the
so
way.
annoyed
I'm not
that
doing
we.
something
I'm so annoyed that we watched Crow Zeros first.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like now we're actually in the groove of doing this. I feel like we would be able to give it more justice. But luckily, there's more than one Crow Zero movie.
There is?
Yeah,
what
there's
are we
like 4.
watching all this bullshit for?
Yeah, why aren't we just watching more Crow Zero?
Yeah, I want to see more of Genji.
Fuck it, let's just talk about Crow Zero. For
Yeah,
a while.
we are the Crow Zero podcast. How many episodes of that do you think we could get done before?
4.
4.
I think
Is
that's
that
how many films. I think that's how many films.
I think
there
we
are.
could do 2 episodes per film if we
Oh,
really,
that'd
we
be
were
the
really
worst.
stretching it. If we
Oh,
were
that'd be
really,
so
really
boring.
stretching
That would
it.
be so boring. Yeah, I really liked this movie.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. It was really cool. I really
we should probably
enjoyed
run down what we're actually going to do here.
it.
We're gonna we watched Ghost in the Shell, the 1995 version,
Yeah.
in Japanese with
Yeah.
no subtitles.
This is the
And-
animated one, by the way. And pardon me for burping as well.
I'm pretty sure that Ghost in the Shell 2017 has a Japanese dub.
Yeah. And you're pretty sure that Japanese dub is with the same voice, the original
Yeah,
voice
yeah,
actors
yeah.
from.
It might have just been a trailer
1995
though,
one.
and there might be a regular Japanese dub. I'm
That
not
would
sure.
no, it would be a lot cooler if it was the original cast. That would
Yeah,
be
it would.
awesome. But if not, whatever. Who gives?
I
a
probably
fuck?
wouldn't even notice.
No.
Um,
Well, no, I think I might because the voice actors in this were actually quite good. But we'll get back to that.
and then what we're gonna do is watch the 2017 version with no
Scarjo.
subtitles, dubbed in another language, and maybe talk about what differences there were. and
Yeah, the
what-
differences. Which one kind of keeps our attention more or whatever.
Oh,
you know?
definitely this one will keep our attention.
Yeah,
more,
I'm
because
feel
it's
like
only 80 minutes long.
yeah, 80 minutes
Yeah.
long, and it's really interesting to look at, really visually stimulating.
As we've been doing this podcast, we appreciate short movies a lot more than long movies.
Short movies are a gem
Yeah,
when you're doing
dude.
this podcast, yeah, because as well you don't want to start too late. You don't want to start recording too late, and we've got a pretty busy night ahead of us already because we want to have time to kick it as well after.
Yeah, we like to
Ideally,
kick it. You
we'd
know,
like
we're
to
friends.
kick it a bit, and I am working the day after we do this,
Yeah.
so it is nice to have as much time to kick it as we can.
But that makes it sound
allocate.
like we're not putting in effort. Like if we
Yeah.
if we watch a movie and it turns out to be long, we'll still watch it.
we'll still
don't
watch it,
mind.
but we'll just complain about it a lot.
I'll just
and-
convince Dara to stay up later than he normally would.
Yeah, and I will give out about it all day tomorrow to the poor woman who works with me, Sive.
Yeah, but that's not me, so I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, Sive.
Yeah, fuck you, Sive. This is what you get
Nah.
for being affiliated with me. In any way, shape, or form. I got signed onto a contract yesterday as well. I'm all official now.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
I know. Yeah. So it's all legit.
I have to get a job.
I
If
really do have a job.
anyone
man.
listening to this wants to employ me, just hit me up.
Oh, I was thinking. For a second, I was like, "I'll employ you," and then I was like, "I've got nothing for you to do.
Yeah, no,
Nothing at all."
I don't even think you're like in a managerial position.
No, I'm
can't
so
employ me.
bottom tier
Yeah.
at what I do. Yeah. So Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell was really good.
Yeah. So, yeah, and the way we do this as well, or the way we have. Oh, sorry, I just bunked my vape on the mic.
There's a little bit of it.
A little blip.
We're not gonna edit it.
But that's fine. It doesn't matter.
We've cultivated an effortless appearance.
An effortless appearance that we've cultivated by gradually putting in less and less effort as time goes on.
You can tell because we're doing this on this computer.
And because I'm lying down.
I didn't install any of the programs on the other computer until today.
Yeah.
Not even like early today. Like at 4:00.
Oh, I finished work at 6.
I still haven't installed the video editing software on this computer. I have to do that after this.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay. We have till Monday to put the episode up.
Yeah, I know. It'll be downloading stuff by the time you're done doing the
picture thing. Or
Dara does our pictures. They're very
do
good.
The picture. Thank you.
I like them every time. They make me laugh.
But yeah, so like the way we do this is, or the way we have been doing this for the last episode or two, is we take 3 points each that we would like to examine from the film, and then we discuss them, and we'll fill in the blanks of story or whatever as we go. In general, I think storyline-wise, it's pretty bare in this film because it was all very, very visual. The parts that weren't visual, the parts that were driven by plot, were all dialogue, which obviously meant absolutely nothing to us. So it was more so visual clues that kind of gave us any indication as to what was going on. And even at that, I still don't really have much of an idea of what was going on. I just know that I enjoyed it, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, with that, so that being said, I don't know what was my first point again. My first point.
Well, before you do that,
let
me just quickly give a rundown of, because we have the other screen here. We can actually look up stuff about the movie real quick. Yeah. And I can talk a little bit about it is Ghost in the Shell. It was released in 1995, based on the manga created by Masamune Shiro.
I think it's mad that you can actually say all these names.
Yeah, I watch a lot of anime and stuff. It's all good.
I watch a lot of Japanese porn.
The movie was directed by Mamoru Oshii.
Right.
I'm trying to find a budget here. I cannot find a budget, but its box office numbers were $2.3 million.
Shit, man.
Yeah, which is good. That's good. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine for an anime movie.
For an anime movie in the 90s.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. Right.
So what's your first point?
First point.
You have
okay,
a point
hang on.
about
Let me
this
remember.
movie. Hit me with this.
Let me remember here, because I totally had 3.
The wine's about to die.
Oh shit! Actually, I remember my first point. Right. My first point is basically, right. I've noticed as we've been doing this whole 3 points each system, that didn't work at all. He tried to really smoothly use the bottle opener thing that is supposed to be attached to his wall. If it had been attached to your wall, it would have worked, but it didn't. Now you're just doing it close to the mic to get the satisfying sound.
Oh,
which you get. Oh, you bollocks!
I'm going to edit that out. Probably.
No, you're not.
No,
you're
I'm
not.
going to edit that out.
No, you're not. No, you're no.
Oh, that's really
you're
bad.
Gonna take that shame.
My apologies. I'm going to put the mic down.
For what it's worth, he still hasn't opened it. Oh, and he knocked over the bottle opener. Wow, this is going so well. You're coming off really well here. Yeah, I got a little close to the mic. Sorry, that's my bad. I got excited with how much I was mocking you. Okay, and he knocked it over. Oh, and it fell off the table. Oh my god.
Man, this has just been a series of unfortunate events, which is
Okay. Anyway.
This podcast brought to you by Corona.
yeah. Brian's drinking Corona.
It's really good beer.
Vin Diesel. One of the many similarities.
Like Vin Diesel.
It's one of the only things I know about those movies. So
your first point about
my
this
first
movie.
point, right, was basically the fact that these anime characters looked queer Asian. And the thing about that is, first of all, it's really cool because a lot of time you watch anime or you read manga and you're like, yeah, I can see why all this stuff gets whitewashed, and I know that doesn't make it okay because they are, the writers are writing them as Asian characters and stuff. But as a white person and looking at those characters, I project myself onto them. The fact the setting, when it's in English, and they've got big wide open eyes and stuff. You look at it and you're like, oh yeah, that's me. I'm this character, because that's what you do with every story ever.
Now, if you're listening to this and you're in the comments they're supposed to look like that,
yeah, I know.
That's fine.
Yeah, I know that they're supposed to look
we're a
like
couple
that.
of idiots, though.
Yeah, of course. It doesn't my opinion doesn't mean shit.
Yeah. I'm sure other people know more than us.
Oh, without a doubt. Especially on this, man.
Yeah,
Fuck.
for sure.
But I thought it was really cool that these anime characters actually looked Asian. I
Yeah,
thought it was
they
dope,
look
man.
they
'cause
look
it
like
just,
Japanese people.
yeah, and
yeah.
and because
Although
like,
the main character,
yeah, not so much. Well, no, but even
Kusanagi,
at that, Kusanagi, it's Kusanagi or and Kusanagi.
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 Yeah.
I thought it varied from scene to scene, maybe, but she did look more Asian than Scarlett Johansson does.
Her name is Motoko Kusanagi.
Motoko Kusanagi.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but she definitely looked more Asian than Scarlett Johansson is, anyway.
I just think Scarlett Johansson is bad casting for most things because
You see, you know,
she's a good actress.
hang on,
she's good and under the skin.
What's interesting about Scarlett Johansson, right, is Scarlett Johansson's one of those people that Hollywood seems to have gravitated towards and been like, oh, she's it. This is gonna be it, and then they just keep giving her shit, and it doesn't return that well, but they keep doing it because they all think it. It's crazy because they gave her like Lucy and stuff, and that bombed.
I don't even.
I haven't seen it.
I had forgotten about that movie
I've
until
heard
you brought it up.
such mixed things. Some people think that it's like genius, and other people think that it's just total shit. I have no idea because I haven't seen any of it. From what I hear, it sounds really, really high concept fantasy. Or sci-fi, rather.
Yeah.
And
hey, look,
sometimes that can work for me, sometimes it can't.
As much as I am a solid 5 out of 10 on all the Marvel movies because I have no strong thoughts one way or the other.
Yeah.
She's a fine Black Widow.
She's quite good as Black Widow, man. I think she's good. And I think it's almost as though Hollywood was like, oh, people want this Black Widow movie, but Marvel are being dumb and not making it. We should swoop in.
Yeah, that's dumb
with our
of them.
own ScarJo-led film. And they tried it with Lucy and it bombed, and then they tried it with this and it bombed. But obviously, with this, they tried it, and they were also trying to just subtly avoid the fact that they were whitewashing the character. So it was even riskier bringing her in. But it's an interesting one, man, because Hollywood has a tendency to do that. They just gravitate towards.
I
people.
really don't understand why they haven't made that Black Widow movie.
I think they're working on it now, but I think it's too little, too late, man. I don't really give a shit about her anymore.
A lot of people really wanted that. Like that's the main thing. And like this is from someone who doesn't really follow this Marvel stuff. But what I was seeing was a lot of people really wanted a Black Widow movie.
Yeah.
I feel like why not do that? Because it would probably print money.
That's for sure.
It's like
you know what all this what the whole thing that's going on with Joss Whedon.
No.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
The
wife thing. So
the cheating on his wife.
The cheating on his wife, loads and loads.
And being a mediocre film director.
But he is. But see, the thing is, what makes that whole thing interesting? Not like interesting. Is maybe a poor choice of words. The guy cheating on his wife, like, is a scummy thing to do.
What makes it interesting?
What makes it interesting, though, is the fact that he's like quite widely renowned, I would say, as like someone who's good with female character, like strong female characters.
Yeah,
he's like a pretty feminist, a pretty substantial feminist director. You know, he did Buffy and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and he's the reason Scarlett Johansson, like Black Widow, is such a
do,
cool character in
Firefly?
Avengers. He did do Firefly. Yeah. So he's renowned as that, and he's signed up to do Batgirl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which, good shout. Get the guy who's like good at female empowerment or whatever. But I feel like, is he gonna still do that? Because it's kind of weird now.
Yeah, it's a bit lessened.
Weird.
It's lessened
it is,
because he's been shown to be
because the illusion's been shattered.
Bit
now.
of a hypocrite.
Exactly. Now we know how he really feels about women.
I've always thought Joss Whedon was like, I never really got his dialogue is like really. It's like when Joss Whedon writes characters, every character just becomes the Joss Whedon character.
Yeah.
And like it happened with the Marvel movies after a while, where it was just everyone's gonna quip all the time, and that's all they're gonna do. Everyone's gonna have witty quips.
Yeah. The good thing about quips is like,
and every character is going to be the same character.
To the quip. Some character has to be like, oh, there he goes quipping again. You know, because otherwise, if everyone's just quipping, you're like, all right.
That's what I
get it. You're a very fucking clever writer. Well done.
Like I think the last Marvel movie I watched was The Winter Soldier.
That's a great film.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it. But I'm probably gonna watch Black Panther too because I think that looks cool.
Yeah, that looks super cool. I heard it's just okay.
And Thor Ragnarok because
Taika Waititi.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I fucking love that.
Yeah, he's a great guy. That's a funny one.
Such a good director. I just haven't got around to it yet because they're Marvel movies. But like Joss Whedon, they would just quip and then it would continue and there'd be no point to it.
Yeah, they're never. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I know.
Some of them are good. Like
Avengers is a really good film. You know. Well,
it gets kind of like generic.
Sorry, I'm eating chicken, by the way.
Really generic.
Yeah.
No,
Avengers is a a good film.
Stop
after
eating
about
on the podcast.
I'm sorry,
dick.
Your mother made all this chicken. It's just sitting out in front of me. I'm way too full as well. That's why I'm laying down.
I'm looking at the chicken, but it's out of my arm's reach.
Yeah, which is good. That's what you need. Avengers is a good film after like 40 minutes in, but up until then, it builds so slowly. And I don't know. By the time Avengers came out, I don't know, man. There was so much hype around it, but I just remember sitting there and like they were introducing each of the characters, and I was like, I remember being like not that impressed with 3 of these films. When they came out as solo films before.
So we're supposed to be talking about Ghost in the Shell.
Oh shit!
But fuck that for a second because I have an idea.
Okay.
And this is my thing that I've thought about for a while. Mm-hmm. People like R-rated superhero movies. It's been proven by Deadpool that shit will sell.
And Logan,
which I haven't seen yet, but I really want to because it looks good.
It is very, very good.
So Marvel have the X-Men.
Yes, they just bought them back. Disney have, yeah.
Disney, fuck. God, they own so much shit.
Oh, they own everything.
But oh man, I've just noticed that my thing has been clicking. I'm so sorry. Okay, so Marvel have the X-Men now.
Yeah. Disney.
So there's this comic that I read way back. It was like a run back in early 2000s, maybe.
Yeah.
That I actually followed. It's one of the only comics I've followed.
Right.
Where it's a what if story.
Okay.
So what I'm proposing is why don't you do the R-rated what if stories?
Yeah.
And this one was what if Wolverine killed everyone in the Marvel
universe. Yeah, they've done that with a couple characters since.
Yeah. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Do a Punisher version of that.
Yeah,
like,
Punisher.
Fucking cool. Let's go. Just do that as a spin-off movie. Why not? As like a what if.
Yeah.
It would print money.
Yeah,
it's this thing where it's like it's not like you're like, oh man, we really need to be careful of our budgets for these movies. No, Disney have infinite money. Yeah. They have more money than probably anyone else in the whole world.
Yeah, it's a weird one though, because Disney are so.
They own AMC.
Yeah.
They own
but you see,
NBC.
They're so notoriously squeaky clean that it's weird that they now own Deadpool, because they intend to continue Deadpool and keep it R-rated. And it's just
I'm
weird,
fine with
man,
that.
Because it's it's weird watching Disney expand into.
I think they should.
Everything.
I think they should. I don't see why Disney can't continue to do their Pixar movies.
Oh yeah, no.
And
I think
they
should.
Deadpool
I think they should
movies.
continue to do the R-rated superhero movies.
Yeah,
I don't think that they should stop them dead in their tracks. But I with that being said, I also don't think that Disney should just own everything. I would rather
that's scary.
I would
that's
rather
a monopoly.
Another company own
something.
Deadpool and keep making
Anything.
Deadpool R-rated.
Hey, you've got DC.
Oh yeah, thank God.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're doing a Lobos movie.
A Lobo?
Lobo movie.
They're doing a Lobo movie?
Michael Bay is doing a Lobo movie.
Are you fucking kidding me? Is that a real thing?
Let me just quickly
look that up for me
Google
right
that.
now, because oh no, don't tell me that's a real thing. I really hope it's not.
Yeah, Michael Bay.
Oh Jesus! Oh, for fuck's sake!
They want. I think
that's a great idea, DC, because your film franchise is going so well that what you really need is to drag in Michael fucking Bay.
I think Michael Bay could be good for
lacking.
A stupid Lobo movie.
When everyone is giving out about how your finales are all just smoke and fire and explosions and nothing of any substance, what you say to yourself is, "Bring in the Bay." You're full of shit, Warner Brothers. I could fucking run that company better. And I haven't even read any of the Harry Potters.
Okay, so for real, one sec.
Yeah.
I would rather watch a Michael Bay movie than watch a fucking... Oh man, what's his name?
Joss Whedon?
No, the guy who's doing all the DC movies, or who was doing...
Zack
Snyder.
Yeah.
I watched Watchmen not too long ago, the day after I read the comic.
I don't mind
because I was
Watchmen,
like,
man.
how bad could it be?
Some people hate that film. I don't
It's
mind
bad.
it. I don't mind it.
It's really bad.
I think some
all
of
of
the
his musical
performances are great.
choices.
The comedian's really good. Fucking,
Oh no, I think Doctor
Rorschach
Manhattan.
is really good. Doctor Manhattan.
The Doctor Manhattan stuff is cool because it's cool to see
Fucking
that.
Night
in a film.
Owl is like a bit like.
But no,
I know he's supposed to be. I know his secret identity is supposed to be like the lamest guy in the world, but it doesn't change the fact that he's the lamest guy in the world.
It completely destroys the point of the original.
Yeah.
The ending is changed to a way that like doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it still makes a bit of sense.
Nah.
It still look, I know. I think it's fine. I think
it's bad.
That's fair.
The Watchmen's my favorite graphic novel.
Yeah,
so,
I don't know. I think that all of his Zack Snyder isms are at their best.
Have you read The
in that.
Watchmen?
Yeah. I read it there a little while ago.
Okay.
I hadn't for ages, and then I did. And don't get me wrong, it is incredible.
Because I was about to fucking
But
stop this
having
podcast and have you sit down and fucking read it.
Having seen the film first, I saw the film when I was just like, oh, that's a good film, and then I read the story and I was like, the story's better, but the film's still good.
It's being picked up, yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's a scene that bothers me in that
The film.
Yeah.
What?
And it's just indicative of like why I don't like Zack Snyder.
Right.
It's the funeral scene where they play
Hello Darkness, my old.
And it's like, could you have picked a more fucking obvious music choice?
I know. I remember being young and trying to watch Watchmen with my sister, and my stepdad rented it for us, being like, "Oh, fun superhero film based off the cover." I remember we were watching it and we were like laughing at how depressing and dark it is, and then that song started playing for the funeral scene, and we turned it off. Yeah. But then I went back to it.
No, the comic is better, I think.
Oh yeah, no, it is, but it's still as a film. I don't think it's a bad film.
Okay.
I think like not only
there's worse Zack Snyder movies.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Not only are there worse films out there,
300
there are way
exists.
worse Zack Snyder films. I haven't seen 300.
300 is fucking stupid.
No intention of seeing 300
That's
ever in my
a
entire
Frank
life.
Miller comic, I think.
Yeah, Frank. Yeah, but this was that pre Frank Miller going crazy? I think Frank Miller was always crazy.
Yeah, I think Frank Miller was always crazy.
But there was a point where he was secretly
He did do that
crazy,
one really good
and then he was
Batman
just actually
comic.
crazy. You with Dark Knight Returns?
No, the one where he kills all the Muslims. No, yeah, Dark Knight Returns.
That does sound
there is
like
a
something
Batman.
Frank Miller
I'm pretty
could write.
sure there's a Frank Miller comic where Batman kills a bunch of Muslims.
Well, there's All-Star Batman.
I don't know what that is. You're the Batman expert.
All-Star Batman is like an Elseworld story.
Yeah.
But in it, basically, Batman's just like a total sociopath.
Oh my fucking god, we're 45 minutes in.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we have not talked about Ghost in the Shell. Let's
okay,
do that.
Right, we'll move. Okay, I'll
Sorry,
wrap this
everyone.
up really quickly. Yeah, but
well,
basically,
just a quick thing.
Okay.
I drank a bunch of wine before we recorded this, so I'm not nearly as good at hosting.
No, but that's okay. That's okay.
Also, I'm lying down. It's like relaxed.
Yeah, we're both pretty chilled.
This might be a dud episode.
Well, you never know. It might go on for fucking ever. We're 45 minutes in somehow.
Yeah, we're really good at this.
Yeah.
So even if we don't talk about the movie, it's still gonna be a good episode.
Yeah,
don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Amusing, guys. But yeah, in this comic, Batman's like a sociopath, and he's just he does a bunch of crazy shit. But the craziest thing he does is at one point Robin is calling him out on his shit, and he's like, "Yo, you gotta stop being so crazy, man. You gotta be Batman."
Yeah.
And Batman says the phrase, "What, are you fucking retarded? I'm the goddamn Batman." Yeah.
Ah, that sounds like Frank Miller.
Yeah, right, man.
What
man,
are you
Frank
fucking
Miller
retarded? I'm the goddamn Batman.
Frank Miller is fucking insane. Oh shit. Okay, no, hang on. We'll get back to that.
No, do it. Fuck it.
Oh god damn it. Okay, so Logan Paul.
Oh yeah, dude. Some shit happened with Logan Paul, and we've got to talk about it so I can put it in the tags.
Yeah, because we're
get
all about
more
that tag
people
life, man.
watching.
Yeah.
Logan Paul pulled a fish out of a pond.
And killed it, right?
No, he just let it like kind of drown there for a bit while he pretended to give it CPR and joked around, and then he tased a dead rat.
Jesus.
That's what he did. That's his big return.
Okay, so
after filming a dead body and posting it on the internet.
Yeah. See, here's the thing, right? Because you told me about this in the car, and I hadn't heard anything about this, which first of all is insane. I can't believe I hadn't heard anything about this, right? But second of all, last time I was here, we were talking about how he'd done this in an apology video, and I hadn't seen it.
Yeah.
Right? But he did this thing with this dead body, and then he did an apology video, and then he came back and started fucking around with the lives of animals, right?
Yeah,
I think,
dude, it's chill.
I think that Logan Paul
Maverick.
has snapped. I think that he has become unnaturally obsessed with death. Because
What's wrong, Dara?
What's wrong with me or
You're
him?
Not, you not a maverick? You're not a maverick?
You're not. Are you afraid to see this stuff on YouTube? This is the craziest shit you've ever seen on YouTube, man. He says that at the start of the video with the dead bodies. Like,
he's pushing the boundaries.
No one's ever posted something like this.
He's pushing the boundaries.
No, of course no one's posted that on YouTube.
Because it's fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked up. No one wants to see that shit
on YouTube.
Yeah, but YouTube's fucking slogan is like, broadcast yourself, not broadcast this dead body you found hanging in a suicide forest.
I mean, we've got a dead body over there.
Yeah, but we're not. We're just leaving it lying.
Yeah,
man.
we're audio
Let
recording.
it gather
so it's
smell,
fine.
and
it's
you know.
You can't smell it, you can't see it. It's all good.
Yeah.
We're pushing boundaries.
We're pushing boundaries.
We can't help it. We're just
Pushing the
boundary
envelope.
pushers here.
Pushing boundaries.
Envelopes,
pushing,
boundaries.
You know, fucking
limits.
Yeah, limits. The limit to the amount of time that we can spend bullshitting before we actually get on with the subject of this podcast.
Yeah, fuck Logan Paul.
Yeah, fuck Logan Paul. He's a twat, and I hate him.
Well, the only reason we talked about this was to put him in the tags.
And now we can.
If he can exploit dead bodies to make his YouTube grow, then we're going to exploit the dead body that is his channel.
Yeah. I'm disappointed that I interrupted that now. That was really clever.
Yeah.
That's a
I'm
shame.
good.
I'm sorry.
All this wine is.
Do you want to do another clean take?
Another clean take?
Say it again. And then
if Logan Paul can grow his channel through. I've forgotten it. It's gone.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it. Ready? If Logan Paul can grow his. Oh shit!
You forgot it too.
I knew it,
All right,
but I couldn't do it under the pressure.
Let's talk about Ghost in the Shell.
Let's talk about Ghost in the Shell.
We are at 56 and a half minutes.
Oh my god.
No, 46 and a half minutes.
Okay, that's fine. That's not.
So, one of my points for this movie.
Yeah. Okay. So my first one is that everyone looks Asian, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's good. It's nice to see.
Yeah.
Characters that actually look like the race they're supposed to look like.
Yeah.
I took the visuals because I'm really lazy.
Yeah, and that's the really obvious thing to talk about in Ghost of the Shell.
And I think Dara has a lot to say about this too. It is a beautiful movie.
Very
pretty. It is a masterpiece visually. The colors, the lighting, that's the thing that I think a lot of animated stuff kind of neglects sometimes.
Yeah.
Is lighting.
Yeah, shading and stuff.
Yeah, just how light interacts with things in the world. That is difficult to do when you're not filming actual people because you can just use a light.
Yeah,
Instead, you have to illustrate the light, and I think in this movie they do a really good job of using lighting.
Using lighting to inform movement, man. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Movement of characters and stuff in this was so fucking fluid and so natural and so real.
Yeah, well, I think maybe it might have been rotoscope.
Yeah, that you were telling me about this. I didn't even know it was
They take a film of a person moving and then draw over it.
Yeah,
but I could be wrong on that.
But it looked like it could have been, and if it wasn't, then that's even more impressive. Because it looked so like
it's a visually
they were
very
cartoon
impressive
people,
movie.
but they looked like they were just really moving.
And I think it was enjoyable enough to watch without the subtitles in that regard. Like I think if you were, because it's a short movie, it's 80 minutes.
Yeah,
you can sit down and watch this without the subtitles and just enjoy how it looks. The backgrounds are all beautifully painted.
Yeah, we were kind of just chatting throughout, which we tend to do anyway. We tend to
because when there's no dialogue or anything, you can kind of talk over stuff.
Yeah, we tend to primarily chat about what we think is going on. But with this film, we kind of got from the start that we weren't going to pick up on it.
Yeah,
but we were just chatting about how nice it looked.
Yeah, it looked really nice.
To look at,
I can't wait. No, this isn't for the podcast. We can talk about this later. It's a visually very
bit of sizzle for our real life conversations.
Now for future episodes.
Oh,
cool. The visuals are really good. the colors. There's a lot of colors.
Yeah, there's a lot of
A lot of oranges.
Lo-
And
yeah,
a
a lot
lot
of
of
oranges.
orange and a lot of like dark blues and purples.
Yeah, but I feel like the colors schemes of the characters always kind of remains pretty dark and stuff, which makes it really, makes the aesthetic in the background in particular really pop. Like a lot of the way that the people move is incredible, and the way that they look is incredible. But when they're moving through the city, that's when you're like, holy shit, man, this is a pretty film.
Definitely the why did I exit out of it?
The Wikipedia, is it?
Yeah, I want to get the name of the director while I'm shouting this because
Yeah.
Mamoru Oshii.
Yeah.
Like if he was in, I assume he was in charge of like the art direction as well as because he directed it.
Yeah, presumably.
So I assume he was in charge of like whatever way they did the art and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like he is a talented man.
Evidently.
The art direction in this was fantastic.
Yeah, it was incredibly pretty.
I think every single shot in this movie it stands up as like it's wallpaper material.
Yeah,
you know what
for
I mean?
real.
Like,
And like I don't know, it's so it's weird, man, because it's so picturesque, and I know it's all drawn by hand, but when you're looking at it, you're like, it's not like. You're looking at it and you're thinking, it's not even the way it's drawn a lot of the time that is so beautiful. It's the way that it's colored. It's the way that it's painted. Like it really is.
The painted backgrounds
strikingly beautiful.
Yeah, very beautiful.
Now the only thing I will say is it kept cutting back to this weird CGI thing.
Yeah,
that didn't look so good.
I think that maybe the CGI was a part of the 2008.
Yeah, like re-release.
We were watching like a re-release of it,
right?
Because that's what I have on DVD.
Man.
And
I don't know. The rest of it looked so incredible. I was like, that's unnecessary and weird. You don't need that.
Yeah.
You already have an incredibly visually spectacular film.
I think all of the animated bits were incredible.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and like the CGI it at times looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it was still kind of like, I already know how much better the art style is than this.
Really good for 2008.
Yeah, but yeah. To be fair,
better than some anime. I was telling you about this while we were better than like Berserk, which came out in 2016. Like better CGI than that.
I'll take your word for that. But so you were saying
awful.
Yeah,
and that's more so just the animation is bad.
Yeah,
like whoever was doing it didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, see, that sucks.
Fight me if you think that's a good show.
I'm getting cozy now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really rocking up. I got my head on a cushion and all. We're adjusting the mic slightly.
Just put your gain up a little bit so we can hear you good.
Yeah, nice. What else have I got in my points? I've got that one. All right.
Are you leaving that for last?
I was thinking of leaving that for last.
Yeah.
What was my second one? I had the fact that everyone looked Asian. And then I had that other thing.
And what was your third one?
I can't remember what my third one was, man.
I don't think you said it to me while we were watching it.
Maybe I didn't, and that was stupid of me. I think.
Shit.
Yeah. Maybe we'll talk about your second one in the meantime.
The music.
It was the soundtrack, which was awesome. It was really cool because it was like traditional Japanese, but mixed like.
Yeah. It was very Akira.
Yeah, but you see, that's the thing, is even with Akira, there was more kind of synth pop mixed in with it, blended almost.
No.
It kind of, I
Akira
remember that
is all
from Akira.
like percussion.
Yeah, but no, there was
chanting.
I remember loads of percussion and stuff in Akira, but I also remember like action scenes
there's some
where there's just like a.
But yeah, I think this and Akira both do a really cool thing with the soundtrack, where the soundtrack is not your traditional cyberpunk soundtrack. Because usually with cyberpunk, it's like it's like a synth wave kind of thing, and in this they kind of turn that on its head.
Yeah,
and they make it a very traditional thing, and I think it grounds it more in a kind of.
Yeah.
Real sense, because I don't know. It's like bringing the traditional in with the fantastical futuristic.
The futuristic sci-fi
makes
kind
it more
of thing.
real.
Yeah. It was cool. Yeah, it was really cool.
It connects it to like
a genuine culture and a genuine.
Yeah, which makes the world seem more
realistic.
Real.
Yeah. I feel you there. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was dope, man. The music was
really good.
Really
good.
It was. I don't know. I think what was really great about it was that the music and the visuals worked so well together in the sense that,
Yeah.
again, like we had no dialogue whatsoever. So the tone of the film was very much set by the colors we were seeing and the sounds that we were hearing.
And there's a lot of like futuristic robotic stuff,
Yeah.
and then it's like what's the word for like two things that aren't the same?
Like a counter fucking.
There's like counter imagery in the music.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's in juxtaposition.
Yeah, and it feels very unique in that regard.
Yeah.
I'm definitely adding that soundtrack to my like
List of soundtracks.
list of like background noise work soundtracks.
Yeah, it's a good one, all right. To be honest, I think
Akira is in that too.
I remember you mentioning that at the time. Yeah, I remembered what my second point was. By the way,
fantastic.
Yeah, it was the story or lack thereof, right? And what I mean by that is essentially the fact that the story made no sense to me whatsoever. I had no idea.
Again,
what it was
we were
about.
watching with no dialogue.
Yeah, no subtitles. No subtitles. No dubbing.
It was in Japanese.
It was in Japanese.
Dubbed in Japanese.
But what was really cool about it was the reason I wanted to bring it up was because with the other films we've watched doing this show, I've put loads of effort in and loads of attention in trying to figure out what was happening, and then I'd spend loads of time trying to explain it. Whereas with this, I didn't feel like I really had to know exactly what was happening. I just had to know how the characters felt about it.
Yeah, and you get that through the animation.
Yeah, exactly. Through the animation, through the music,
you
through
feel
the colors.
One thing that really struck me through watching it was there's Batu and Kusanagi.
Yeah,
and
Kusanagi.
they seem to be thrust together as partners.
Yeah.
Towards the start of the movie. And even without the dialogue or anything like that, you feel them grow closer together.
Yeah, totally. There was a really strong relationship between them.
That grew throughout the movie. And you could tell that through the animation alone.
Yeah. It was almost as though you could read the body language of these animated characters.
Like, we figured out that there was a glitch in that one robot.
Yeah.
That was causing some bad thing to happen.
Yeah, so basically at some point in the film, one of the robots freaked out and stood in the middle of the road when it wasn't supposed to and got run over.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, there's some glitch in this robot.
Ghostu.
Yeah, Ghostu.
Ghostu.
Yeah,
that's what I heard in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Ghostu, which I assume means
glitch.
Ghost in the shell.
Ghost in the shell.
Because that's all I remember from this movie is that there's a ghost in the machine.
Yeah. So it seemed like that machine was glitching. You know what was dope as fuck? It doesn't really relate to what I was talking about, but remember when so basically after that android gets hit by a car or whatever, they bring it back to test it, and fucking Kusanagi and what's your other man's name? Batu.
Why did I say
Batu? Why do I keep thinking there's an S there? They're watching on as they like experiment on this woman, android, and she at this point she's just like a torso and a head, and she's speaking, but her mouth isn't moving, but her face is reacting to what she's saying.
Ah, it's so cool. It's so
fucking
effective.
It's so terrifying. And then she just starts talking.
It's menacing.
It's really menacing.
Yeah.
There's
like her head
such
moves
great,
down, the shadow covers her eyes.
There's such great use of visuals in this film. It's
so good.
Unreal. And it was
and we
really
couldn't
easy
understand
to follow.
any of what she was saying.
It was
but
really
we
easy
knew it was menacing, and we knew we were supposed to be like, oh fuck.
Yeah, we that's the thing. It was easy to follow how you were supposed to feel about what was happening.
Rather
it was
than
really
what
good.
Was happening. It was really good.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, so I enjoyed that. And then I've got one more point, but you can bring up your last one before you. Your last one.
Oh, it was just in general the like cyberpunk.
Yeah. I just dropped the lid. If that's what you were wondering, what that sound was.
Fuck it, whatever this is.
Oh shit! Hopefully that wasn't important.
It sticks to the microphone.
Oh.
It's okay though. It wasn't being used for anything. I just snapped it in half by accident. Cyberpunk, just the general like cyberpunk feel. I wanted to bring this up because it's interesting to me that like we were watching this movie that came out in 1994 or 1995. I keep saying 1994 for some reason. 1995, and what interested me was I'm looking at a lot of what's going on the screen, and I'm like, that's not too far off, like where we are now. You know,
Yeah,
like just
yeah,
the look
yeah,
of
yeah.
everything. It's
Yeah, the world looked weirdly like our own.
yeah,
Yeah. In particular, like with the big cities and the big buildings and stuff, but then parts of it are just run down and grimy and dirty.
You know when you're walking through Dublin.
Yeah,
You're like,
and
"Oh, I'm in a bad part now because the street's all cracked.
yeah. You're walking through fucking like Ringsend and Pier Street and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Grand Canal and stuff. You look at all these big modern buildings, and then you take one turn down an alleyway.
Yeah, Dublin's
near Abbey
weird
Street
though.
or something.
Dublin is not like other cities where like some cities they've got like bad districts.
Yeah,
Dublin has like a good street and a good street, and in between them there's a bad like
yeah,
there's
it's just a
streets
dodgy
that are
alley in
bad.
between. Yeah.
Dublin's weird like that.
Yeah.
Which I kind of like that about Dublin. It's always like a flip of the coin.
You see, the thing is in Dublin, I always find is there's so many people there
Yeah.
that you're probably not the one who's getting mugged.
It's
at any given
statistically,
moment.
you're unlikely to be the
yeah.
one who's going to be targeted.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
yeah,
you know
yeah.
that's my comfort as I'm walking.
I just
through
like
the
that.
streets
Like
at night.
it's a coin flip. You're like, I'm walking down the street. It's either going to be rich people shopping or
Yeah.
junkies
Yeah.
who want to stab me and take my money.
Yeah. And there's no.
Actually, I've never met a
there's
junkie
in
that's
between.
wanted to stab me and take my money.
No,
They-
no. I've met junkies who want us to take my money. But they never seem to want to stab me. I'd say they probably want to stab me, but they know not to.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be really hard to convince
See,
people
I
to
feel
give you
I'm never
money
really
after
that
you've
afraid
stabbed
of
someone in front of
junkies.
someone. I'm never afraid of them. I'm often really annoyed by them.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I feel like that sounds really
like-
bad, but it's not really, because I don't know, when I'm walking around and like a junkie comes up to me and he's like, "Oh, do you have a euro there, man? Do you have a euro?" And I'm like, "I do have a euro, man." But to be honest, like I feel like there's people who are homeless just because times are hard. You're homeless because
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
addicted to heroin. You
Yeah,
know, like I
there's
could give
this-
you my euro and you can go buy some heroin, or I could give it to like that bloke over there who probably just wants a coffee because he's really cold. You know? But then it's impossible to know. They should have some kind of radar for homeless people, so you can be like, "What's in your fucking veins?
Okay, fucking Hitler.
What's in your system?" Well, like what? But,
Nah,
like,
here's what you do, right? When a homeless person comes up and asks you for money, you should say to them like, I don't want to give you money, but if you want like to go get some food or something.
yeah,
like,
that's
come
what
with
I.
me.
Yeah, no. Once
You should do that instead, and
Every
that's how you
once
know
in a
whether or
while,
not
if
they're
if I've got the money, I'll just go on like a spending spree and buy a bunch of food and bring it around to homeless people, and that way, then I can justify saying no the next zillion times that they ask me for money.
Yeah.
But what's that Bo Burnham joke? I really like it. He's like, "Oh, if I had a dime for every time a homeless person asked me for change, I'd still say no."
yeah.
But it's you know it's a really inconvenient thing, because you're like,
I just want to give a quick
for this money.
because you brought it up,
You know?
and it's a thing that I've been listening to a lot lately. And
Okay.
I just want to give a quick shout out to Bo Burnham.
Oh shit!
If anyone's listening to this and hasn't watched his 2 specials on Netflix,
Oh, they're both hilarious.
they're both like 2 of the
They're
best
both quite
comedy
revolutionary.
specials.
Like
Yeah,
they're genius. Yeah, he's a really funny
he
dude.
does like piano songs and stuff.
Yeah, and like
They're
rap
so
sometimes.
fucking good.
So fucking good.
So fucking good. I was listening to his country song.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
a great one. Yeah,
So funny.
it's too real. That
I
country
showed
song.
that to my because I was
Yeah, your
like
dad
my
would
dad
like
hadn't
that,
watched
alright.
any of his stuff, and I was like, "Yo, we're gonna sit down and watch both of his specials right now."
Yeah, they're
And he
both
did.
so good. Remember when
And
we watched?
he was watching the country thing, and he's a fan of country music.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Oh my god, this is the funniest shit."
Yeah,
I've
that's
ever
a fuck.
heard."
That's an hilarious song.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a really great one. Yeah.
Yeah. The movie really back to Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, that's right. We were talking about that.
It's weird how like similar it is to nowadays.
It's
That's-
so similar it is to nowadays, but also how it still looks like the future. It's weird.
Yeah,
It's
but,
weird
But then
how-
you're like, does now look like the
Yeah,
future?
man,
'Cause
it's
yeah,
not
it
weird.
does.
Isn't it weird how it does? It now is the future,
Yeah,
but it just
dude.
doesn't. It just doesn't feel like
We were
it to
talking
us.
about this while we were watching the movie about like how weird Alexa is.
Yeah,
and now
man.
you can just be like, "Yo, Alexa, find me a recipe for cheesesteaks."
Yeah, and it just will.
Just does it.
Yeah,
And
yeah, it
you're
just
like,
will.
Fuck.
Or like Siri. Like I had Siri up on my phone up until really recently when I got a new phone.
I use the OK Google on my phone.
Yeah, I've never really used it.
My dad,
Yeah.
in his car, has like voice recognition. So when he's driving his car, he'll be like, "Play the Kinks, this song," and it'll play it. Or he'll be
Yeah,
like,
no, to be
or-
more
or-
accurate, your dad would be more like, "Play the Kinks, this song."
Yeah, his voice is much deeper.
and then
than
your car will be like, "What?" He'd be like,
or no,
"Play
another
the
thing
Kinks."
that it does is he goes, "Call Brian,"
Oh yeah.
and the car
Will
calls
just ring
me.
you.
Yeah.
Shit, man. That's
and there's like a
terrifying.
microphone in the steering wheel
Fuck.
that picks my dad up.
You know what I
fucking
hate?
Crazy.
You know what
It's
I
so
hate is a
cool.
new thing. When I ring the local taxi service in Carlow,
Yeah, they've got like a
an automated thing,
Yeah.
and it gives me it gives me two options for addresses to order taxis from.
yeah.
That are addresses I've ordered taxis from frequently in the past, right? But they're like, one of them is Finn's old address and one of them's Roisin's old address. So it always offers me these two. I
Yeah.
never want either of them.
Um,
So I just have to wait for this creepy voice to stop giving me these options.
While we're
before
talking
I've got the
about-
hiccups on a podcast.
yeah, that's the worst, dude.
Hiccup podcast. Hang on, wait for it. There we go.
While we're talking about weird like future things, I ordered a pizza last night. You know how many people I had to talk to order that pizza?
0.
0. I went on my computer and I was like, I want this, 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 and this. And I got a text that was like, yeah, we got your order. And then a guy showed up at my house and I was like, thank you, here's your tip. And he went,
Oh man, I didn't get a chance to complain about this actually.
fucking great, dude.
I'm gonna complain about this. Right, 'cause
Actually,
you
we're
brought
going
it
to
up.
take a
Yeah.
quick
Oh, are we?
quick break and I'll be right back. It won't
Okay.
sound like any time has passed.
Yeah, because
the
no
people
time will have
listening.
passed. What the
Yeah.
fuck are you talking about?
All right, we're back.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
All right, yeah. What I was gonna say there was right. So I ordered an Apache with Nathan, my friend from college, to the house that I'm living in now in Sandymount, in Dublin, and it was.
Just tell them exactly where the address is.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. It was, and like, so I ordered this Apache, but we used the online thing. I'd normally use the Apache app, but basically, right, my roommate ordered a pizza. Him and his girlfriend ordered a pizza at the same time as us from the same Apache, right? Their pizza came about 20 minutes later.
Yeah. Two
And then
different
maybe
deliveries.
10 or 15 minutes later, ours came, right? It was undercooked, right? We asked for
What?
extra cheese and we did not get any extra cheese. We asked for that fancy ham that I can't remember the name of, but instead we got pepperoni, and I paid for a garlic dip that I did not receive. That's my local Apache now. That's my first
did you
experience
pay
with
on
that
delivery?
local Apache. Yeah.
Well, then you got to check all the shit before they give it to you.
Well, no, but I did, and I
Yeah.
said it to your man, and then he showed me the receipt, but it wasn't
Dude,
there, and I was like, I think I've been
Apaches
robbed.
the Apaches that we order from is attached to a Chinese, and you can get the Chinese food on your pizza.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's genius.
It's crazy.
That's a fucking
It's like
great
you look
idea.
at the like site and it's like,
That's
here's
so-
what's on this menu, and it's like all this Chinese food that you can get on your pizza, and it's fucking weird.
I wouldn't get that, but
I
that's
wouldn't. I've never
crazy.
have.
Yeah,
I think they're
'cause-
actually like done with that now.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be
But
surprised.
for
It's
ages,
a
that's
weird
what they
one.
did, and I was like, "That's so cool." I'm never going to order that though, because I just want pepperoni and olives.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty cool though. That was a good idea.
Yeah.
If you're in that position, you'd be like, yeah, fuck it. Of course I'll
Um,
do that.
Yeah, you could get like shredded duck, like
Oh shit.
that you would get with the.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
man.
it's weird.
Fuck.
One cool thing, another future thing,
Oh yeah.
is whenever we're in Ali's house and we need to get a taxi into town,
Yeah.
you call the taxi service.
Yeah.
Don't even need to put it to your ear. As
Oh,
soon
yeah?
as you call, because it's her house phone that's like registered with them.
Yeah.
You call it and it's like a taxi is on the way to your
Wow.
house right now.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome. I used.
So yeah,
I used the My Taxi app during the week for the first time ever. It's so ridiculous, man. I literally just tap a button and it's like, order a taxi, and I'm like, yep. And then it's like, all right, he's 3 minutes away from you. And then I'm just watching him crawl closer to me on this map.
Yeah, that's so weird.
And he just shows up wherever
so
I
cool.
am.
It's so cool.
Wherever I'm standing, he'll just arrive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How good are you at talking to taxi men?
That's a good question, Brian. I'm pretty good at it. Last night was a weird situation, right? Because I got into the taxi, and I had already begun a video call with Finn and Austin.
Ah.
So Finn and Austin just sat there as I rode through this entire taxi ride with this taxi driver.
Were you in the front or the back?
I was in the front.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, what are
I
you
know,
doing? If you're on a
but-
video call, you go in the back and make it look like you're a businessman.
No, I just got in and I was like, these are my friends. And then I started having a chat with him, and he was a Polish gentleman, and I realized halfway
Yes.
through the conversation that I've been using the same material for Polish taxi drivers for a lot lately.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I just talk about the time I went to Poland when I was like 15 or 16.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it
that's
was cool. But the problem with that is that I'm
always wanted
worried
to
that
go.
I'm going to start overlapping in Polish taxi drivers in Carlo. So I've started taking note of their first names.
Oh wow, you're
Yeah.
keeping a little eye out just in case you don't want to. Well, I mean, like they're probably not going to remember you.
Yeah,
'cause of the
hopefully,
amount
but
of,
but
like,
the, but
people
like
they pick up.
the story I tell about Poland is quite specific. Do you want to hear my Polish taxi driver story?
Yes,
It's basically just, oh, I went to Poland one time. My stepfather worked with a guy whose sister was getting married, and so he invited us out there for the wedding. We stayed in his family home. On the path to the family home, on the drive there was like that there was a passageway that the trucks took heading from this factory that made a Polish drink called Timbark. At which point the taxi driver goes, "Oh, Timbark, oh yeah," and then
yes, I know Timbark.
yeah, and then I go, yeah, and so they gave it that they used to give us like loads of free cases
Timbark.
of Timbark, and I fell in love with this drink. And
What is
and then
Timbark?
Timbark, it's like a fruit drink, but they have different variations. There's like crazy ones like apple and mint and stuff, and then there's like a cherry
apple
apple.
and mint sounds fucking good.
Cherry apple is fucking delicious, man. It's so
holy
good.
shit, that sounds
Yeah.
amazing.
And you can get them in
Yeah.
little glass bottles in like the Polish shops here, or you can get them
Oh.
in like cartons of like 2 liters for in like Tesco.
I think I'm gonna try
Yeah.
one of those out maybe.
So I tried the
Yeah.
little glass bottles.
I like the
They're
Polish
nicer.
sections and like Polish and Asian sections. They're like my most like hung out places.
You're
and-
the most frequented.
yeah,
Yeah.
Because like in the Polish places, you can get Cheetos,
Yeah,
Oh,
man. Oh
fucking
man,
Cheetos
I haven't
are
had
so
Cheetos in
good.
a long time actually.
and
I
then
love
in
Cheetos.
the Asian places, you can get like different flavors of ramen noodles.
Oh wow, that's
There's a
pretty cool.
butcher in town. Toker.
Yeah,
Across
yeah.
from Billy Bunter's. There's that
Yeah.
butcher there that does the barbecue every.
Yeah,
every
yeah,
day.
yeah.
They've got Mama is the name. I think it's a Thai brand
Right.
of like duck noodles, and like you put them in a bowl with boiling water and put another bowl on top of it
Yeah.
and leave it for like 2 minutes, and then you put in like the duck flavoring and everything and the duck fat,
Wow.
and you mix it all together. And it's fucking delicious,
That
and it's
does
ready
sound
in
pretty
like
good.
2 minutes, and it
Wow.
only takes one bowl. You don't even need to use a pot, so the washing up is so easy.
That sounds free. That sounds
I haven't
pretty
eaten them in
lit.
ages because they're really, really bad for you. But
Yeah.
they're
yeah.
so good. They're really
Yeah.
spicy though. They're like
Yeah, see,
hot.
I'm not a spice guy, man. We were
You
discussing
need
this
to
earlier.
get to be a spice
I'm not
guy.
able for the spice, man. I'm
I'm gonna
handling
get
that
you-
red bell pepper all right. You know, it's mostly just sweet. So
That's not. That's
look,
like,
I'm gradually introducing myself to the idea, Brian. As I mentioned earlier, I buy a mild curry. So
if we ever get video for this podcast, we're gonna eat something really spicy on it.
oh, that sounds
Yeah.
awful, man.
Yeah.
That sounds like
Yeah,
something I don't
yeah.
want to do.
That's
at
what
all.
we're gonna do.
I still have one more point about Ghost on the Shelf to bring up. So
Yeah,
I
you
I
do.
should do that.
You do.
That point, ladies and gentlemen, is animated titties. Right?
Woo!
Because I'm quite curious. I'm
Titties.
quite interested in this, right? Because I had a problem with the animated titties in Akira because they seemed out of place.
You should watch
and
Devilman.
It was weird. Oh yeah, Well, don't say that to me. Can I point out that last week or last time we did this podcast, I said I would have watched Devilman by now, and I haven't watched any of it. So don't say shit about animated titties because it might put me off.
No, Devilman's animated titties are like top tier.
Oh yeah, top tier animated.
really,
titties.
really good
Like,
animated
okay,
titties.
scale of 1 to 10.
10.
No, scale of 1 to 10. Would you wank to him?
Well, no, because it's
Well,
animated.
because it's on a podcast and you don't want to say.
Because it's on a
yes.
podcast, and I don't want. And my uncle listens to this. I'm pretty sure my family listen to this podcast, so yes, definitely I do. No,
10 out of
um,
10. Would wank again.
no,
Not
it's
even
just really
for-
well
not
animated. If
even
you're
for
in,
the
if
first
you,
time.
you seem like you're into it because you were watching this and you were going on.
I was going
about-
on about
about-
these
about the
animated,
animated
titties. No,
titties
because
and-
I know, cause like it raises a big point for me, right? Which I find quite interesting about Japan, because I feel like Japan is renowned, or Japanese cultures are renowned for being really weird and hypersexualized
Well,
in a
no,
lot of
I just
regards.
think there's more adult animated series
Well,
in Japan
look,
than anywhere
no,
else.
but like there's that, right? But now just like take into consideration like all those crazy game shows and shit.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, you just suck the dick if it comes through the hole, and then maybe it's your son's dick, maybe it's not. You know,
What
all
the
that
fuck
shit.
shows are
No,
you
but
watching?
these are the things that come up on my Facebook feed where they're like, this
I've
is
only
a
ever
real
seen, like,
show in
you've gotta
Japan.
figure out like which piece of furniture is made out of chocolate.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
no, but
fun.
like that. But that's like the kind of stuff that pops up is the really crazy.
Yeah,
out
really
there
crazy,
shit
like
that.
people farting on each other.
Yeah,
shit and,
but
yeah.
there's loads of titty stuff in Japan.
Yeah.
Right, and I've
because they're allowed to show that.
yeah, they're allowed. Yeah, because
not
they're
allowed to show
They're
anything
not allowed to
else,
show anything
but-
else. But what I find interesting about that, right, is
I'm
that
fine with it.
it's like super. I can see that.
I'm fine with it.
But it's super hypersexualized
Yeah,
in
yeah,
one
definitely.
regard, but then in another regard, like today with like in fucking Ghost in the Shell,
None
there was
of it.
no
Yeah.
sexualization of
Yeah.
this of all, and like there were two different women you see, like android women you see fully naked in this film, and both of them have massive tits.
Yeah, yeah.
And
yeah.
there's nothing sexy about it. It's
No.
and it's quite progressive.
That's a similar thing in Devilman. A big theme of Devilman is like human indulgences.
Yeah.
And how primal and disgusting they can be.
Yeah.
And I think whenever they show like, because there's like scenes of like nightclub parties that are going crazy,
Yeah.
and like there's just like all colors, everything is like lit in like bright primary colors.
Yeah.
And it's like just the whole screen is taken up by like just massive tits, like, going crazy. But it's never like yeah, look at this shit, this is great.
Yeah.
It's always like, dude, look how fucking crazy humans are,
Yeah.
and like how kind of almost demonic this shit is.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know. Like in Ghost in the Shell, I guess it.
in Ghost in the Shell, it's not
see,
sexualized at all.
No, it's not sexualized at all. And I think that just impresses me because I guess like all I've ever heard about Japan is that, oh yeah, crazy sexualized. Oh, they're mad about
Yeah,
tits.
yeah.
All this stuff. But maybe it's the fact that they acknowledge how easy to sexualize tits are,
Yeah.
and how natural it is to
This is
sexualize
interesting
them,
coming
that
from
then
you.
sometimes they're also capable of being like, well, because we're so upfront about the sexual aspect of tits, we're also pretty aware of the fact that they're just there and they exist, you know.
But
I
they're
thought that was pretty
also
cool.
a very reserved culture as well, though.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you
see,
don't
look,
make
I'm-
friends in Japan.
Yeah, you see, that's the
You
thing,
know,
man. Is I
it's-
don't really know much about Japan, so I'm not really.
It's
I'm not-
interesting
I don't
though.
have
I've never
the-
thought of it like that.
Yeah.
You know, and that's interesting.
Well, it's just interesting to look at the way that different peoples and different cultures look
Yeah,
at things, and how it
that's
kind of compares to how
Little
we
part
do.
of what
and-
this podcast is about.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know, is
yes.
looking at other cultures. and
yeah, and being like, what the fuck?
looking at other cultures without the filter that is like subtitles.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And this may seem like a stupid podcast, but we're actually. this
We're
is
actually
a
really,
very-
really smart.
It's a very smart idea. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So tell your friends
for
um,
sure.
at TLostPod on Twitter.
Yeah.
What? Speaking of the like tasteful nudity and whatever, I really like the scene where she got all muscular.
That was super cool because she was like, so basically, right, because we haven't really spoken about the plot at all, but basically the final scene, well, not the
That
final
was
scene,
really
but the
good
climactic
animation.
scene,
It
it was
was-
really
yeah.
well animated. The climactic scene is basically her versus this massive robot thing,
Yeah.
and we have no idea
Major
why.
Kusanagi.
Yeah,
being her,
Major
yeah.
Kusanagi versus this massive robot thing.
Who is
And
an
we didn't know
android.
why, but it felt really, really powerful. It was a really moving scene.
Yeah, because she was completely overpowered.
Yeah, completely
Like-
overpowered, and then it ends with her jumping on top of it. And
Spoilers.
and
For a
she's
fucking
like
Movie that's the same
Yeah.
age as me.
Yeah, older than me.
Older than you.
Yeah, and she starts like tearing it from the back, like trying to rip it open. And as she does, her muscles get crazy
Slightly younger
big.
than me.
But,
18th of November.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Not that, like a month out from
a month
me.
out from you. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just barely.
Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, you're all
sorry.
right. Yeah, it's just so like first her muscles start getting bigger and bigger as she tries to like
I
summon
loved
the
it.
strength.
I loved it.
And then her skin just starts tearing, and you can just see the
Yeah, and her
robotics
muscles,
underneath.
her muscles tear first
yeah, her
underneath
muscles
the skin.
tear and
yeah,
then-
yeah.
And then and eventually she's just
I
left
stopped
with like
liking it once
her
the muscles
arms
started
just
to
like
tear.
ripped off, and
Yeah.
she just flew backwards. And it was just, I don't know, it was very, very moving. It was very moving, and I didn't even know why she was fighting that thing or what that thing's deal was. But it was just like, shit, man, this is an intense moment, you know. So yeah, I don't know, it was just a dope movie. I
don't really know if we have anything to say other than like watch it.
Yeah, my
It was
only
really good.
yeah. Look,
you should all watch it.
Yeah, the final thing I'll say about this film is it's the first one I've watched since doing this podcast. I definitely will watch with subtitles. It's my first 100%
That's
sure.
cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely I'm
that's
definitely
dope.
checking this out. So hopefully it's good because
It's also the shortest movie.
Raging. Yeah, and I'll let
Is
you.
that a part of
Yeah,
it
which is
too?
pretty sweet.
Is that a part of it too?
A little bit, maybe.
yeah.
No, it was just enjoyable. I don't know how long. I don't know when I'll watch it, but I will, and I'll update the pod.
I'll definitely
I'll
definitely watch it with
because you
subtitles.
fucking got it there, so you may as well.
Yeah. You can take it with you if you want. But
Thank
whatever.
you.
Yeah, really good, really good movie. Definitely watch it. I think we both liked it quite a bit.
We did. Hang on.
Okay. Yeah, Dara, this is the new problem with this is that
that's okay.
the guitar is further. You're talking, but no one can hear you.
That's okay, but it creates.
No one can hear you.
Shut the fuck up. It creates like atmosphere. It makes it seem like we're like really hanging out with you because you can hear me get up and stuff.
Still really far away.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Okay. No, that's
not
the wrong one. That's
wow,
for the
are
very
you
start.
drunk?
Bullshit for Brian. Bullshit for Brian. Why are you singing along?
Because it's fun.
Bullshit for Brian. Bullshit for Brian. Hair like a lion. A curly haired lion. Bullshit for Brian. Bullshit for Brian. No, I'm not lying. It's time for bullshit for Brian.
I sang with that one.
Yeah, I know. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I drank a bunch of wine before we started this. I'm feeling pretty good.
Okay, you're holding the mic like a fucking
Yeah, I'm getting used
star.
to it because we were talking about doing some stand-up at some point. So I'm getting used to holding the
I'm
mic.
getting into it, so I'll do the same. I'm gonna hold the mic like a rock star. I'm not standing. Okay. So I think it's my week for bullshit, isn't it? I was supposed to
Yeah.
do some bullshit.
Yeah, I think it is your
standing
week
up
for
and
bullshit.
pacing. Yeah, hold the mic lead in your other hand. I never got why my comics did that. They're like,
I just make sure you don't trip over it.
I guess,
assume,
but
yeah.
it's I don't know. I think it looks awkward.
looks
reason.
like you're a bit of a dick.
Yeah, it looks like you don't know what to do with your other hand.
No, I've
Yeah.
well, no, yeah, good. I've been watching good comics lately.
Yeah,
and
and they know what to do with
they're kind of
hand.
they're gesturing and stuff.
Yeah.
Tom Segura has a new special out. It's really good. You
Which
should all
one is
watch
that?
it. That is Disgraceful.
I've watched that one.
You've watched Disgraceful, and then me
I
and
watched
you watched
Mostly Stories with
Mostly
you.
Story.
And then
That's
earlier
fucking great.
today I watched
Oh shit! You watched this
I
other
watched
one?
another one. Yeah, which on
Um,
Netflix.
I can't
What was
remember
it
the
called?
name of it.
It was also really funny.
Yo,
That one should
so
have been
funny.
called Mostly Stories because it's literally just story after story after story.
Is that the one with the porn store?
No.
That's Disgraceful.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But that one anyway, whichever one it was I watched was really good.
Really, really good.
Um,
good comic.
Yeah, he's really funny and he's
His
on
podcast
like
is
loads
really
of
good
them on
as well.
Netflix. Is it? Yeah. What's it called?
It's called Your Mom's House. It's him and his wife.
How
Who's also a
shit, you told me
comedian.
about that. Yeah, that's crazy.
They watch like stupid internet videos and stuff and
Nice.
just chill out. It's really, and they have guests. They had Joe Rogan on once. And
Oh shit.
I love
That's
Joe
dope.
Rogan.
Yeah, well, you know.
I fucking love his podcast.
Yeah.
His stand up is really good.
Mm.
Anyway, well, what's your bullshit?
Oh yeah.
Give me some bullshit.
Okay. Let me see. What was my bullshit?
I don't know, Dara. You're supposed to tell me.
Oh, I'm getting there. Okay.
Bitch.
Let me see. So my bullshit was I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, I just wanted to talk about the fact that I've been writing more. And it's pretty
Yeah.
cool, man. Because like tonight, like I mentioned earlier, you and I are gonna be recording that song. Which is
Yeah,
pretty dope.
I'm hyped for that.
Yeah, I'm hyped for that
was
too,
cool.
man. But it's so, it's just been cool. I've been going through some stuff as everyone always does all the time. I'm gonna adjust the guitar because
No.
What are
The
you
guitar
saying?
and the mandolin are the same color scheme.
Oh shit! So they are.
Yeah,
it looks
I
really
just
pretty,
noticed that. That's
actually.
cool.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
We have to use those from now on.
yeah, definitely. Well, that guitar is steel stringed as well, so it sounds a little bit better, I think.
Yeah,
but
yeah. The other one's for like classical.
yeah, and I cannot play classical guitar.
Nah,
But yeah,
me
so
neither.
like the song that we're going to be recording tonight is one that I have been writing over the past 2 days
Yeah.
in my head, and until
Yeah.
right before we started the podcast, I played the chorus to it, and that was the first time I'd played it on guitar.
I liked it.
Thank you, but it's cool, man, because I'm just
Wait,
coming
did
up
you
with.
write it like?
I came up with the chorus yesterday as I was on my way back from
You have not
Dublin.
played it on guitar until
No,
now.
I hadn't
though.
played it on guitar until now.
How
and
did
I
you
have
know what chords to do? Like, did you come up with the chords
because-
in your head?
Yeah, because in my head I was just like, I know for sure it starts with D. and I was like, I feel like I feel like
I'm
I can
not
figure out.
nearly on that level.
No,
like,
no, I
that's
no,
insane.
I can. I was like, I definitely know that this is.
I mean,
in the
you've been
key of
writing
D
guitar songs for
since I was like 11.
yeah, like
Yeah,
nearly 10 years. Like,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
crazy.
probably around 10 years. But
The fact that
um,
you can like in your head be like, I want it to be this chord is
Oh,
like
right.
that's crazy to me. That's so
yeah, it's weird because it's one of those things that if someone asked me to do it, I'd be like, oh shit, man, don't ask me that. I can't. Oh god.
cool. Yeah,
And
yeah,
you know, but
you'll just do it.
yeah, in my head
Yeah.
I can be like, yeah, that's there. Here's D.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so yeah, but it's what's cool about it is that I've just been coming up with like a line or something, and I'll be like, I like that, and then I'll keep it and keep singing it until I come up with another line, and then I've been writing songs lately the last couple weeks just in my head, and then whenever I have the chance to get home, I get to finally let them out, which is pretty dope. But it's basically the only reason I wanted to bring this bullshit up is because I wanted to talk about the fact that I'm really enjoying writing again.
Yeah,
and
yeah, that's good, man.
that I'm enjoying. I've been writing music because it's easy to write music and record music. I want to start making stuff really badly. I want to start writing stuff with you and with Finn.
There's some
and making
sizzle.
stuff.
There's some
sizzle. Where we've got
you
some
may be
plans.
seeing some more content from us in the future.
Yeah.
That's a little bit more
Yeah.
scripted.
Yeah.
We'll
yeah.
just say that much.
Yeah, this
Um,
is the hope, this is the dream.
I mean, that doesn't mean that we're gonna stop doing this. Though.
No. We have no intention.
I love this
to stop.
podcast.
Yeah, it's great.
I
Crack.
actually, I like literally look forward to this podcast.
Yeah, same man. Yeah, it's a nice way to end the week.
And when I look back over our YouTube page, I'm like proud. It's like,
yeah, right.
yeah.
It's a nice little thing. It's a
Um,
shame. I don't know. Yeah, it is good. I would like it if more people listened. Mainly only, but like
that's fine though. I'm happy
it is
with the
fine.
people
I'm
who
happy
listen.
with the amount of people who are listening. But
I mean,
like
everyone.
said,
It would be a complete lie to say that we're both not like, man, I'd like more people to listen because we think it's
of course.
good.
Yeah, but that's just because we're enjoying doing
That's
it,
just
and we
because
hope that
all
people
of
are
our
enjoying
current
listening to it.
fans have been so supportive.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You
That's
you
the
have made
problem.
us like kind of hunger for like.
Yeah, now we're desperate. That's
Yeah,
the
we
problem.
need more praise.
Yeah, before we were just like, oh, we're just glad that someone is listening, and now we're like, oh, we're fed up of this praise. We want more praise from strangers.
This is boring praise.
Yeah.
Nah, no praise is boring praise. No, you've all convinced us that it's good, so it's on you. It's on you.
Yeah, exactly. And that's basically my only bullshit. Do you have any more bullshit? Because I feel like I would like
don't
more
really have
bullshit at
much
the end.
bullshit.
To stretch out the end with, I feel like we could say a thing or two more. Has anything big gone on in my life that I would like to complain about or talk about in general? Not really.
No,
No,
it's been
man.
good.
It's been
I
good.
think it's
which
gonna
is,
be a short one
shame.
this week.
It looks like it. What time are we at?
We're at 1 hour and 26 minutes.
Okay, that's not so bad.
That's not so
It's not
bad.
gonna be a super short one.
It's not the 2 hours that we did last week, but that was every few weeks you'll get a 2 hour one.
Do you know what I could talk about for a little bit?
Yeah.
It's just how I touched on it earlier. How obsessively I've been decorating my bedroom in Dublin.
You touched on it earlier.
I did touch on it earlier. Man, I've been like really obsessively decorating this room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been like trying to make it just the coziest spot that has ever existed. And it's cool to have that nice little cozy spot. And I've got a TV there. I've got the Xbox. I set up an Xbox 360. Hence why I was playing GTA for the first time ever. I've been doing stuff to kill time. That means I've got Netflix set up, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's all just in this nice little cozy, cute, quaint little room with all these posters on the walls and pictures of people that I love. But the problem with that is that now I've set up such a nice, comfortable spot for myself that I'm like, well, why would I leave the house? What purpose do I have for actually venturing outside? Because I've pretty much ensured that everything I need is in this room. I've got a toilet and a sink, man.
Give me like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
real
because
quick.
Brian's been just pacing around the room for a while. Oh my god, he's actually just leaving. He's just gone. He's just left the room. Fan-fucking-tastic. Right, so I'm just kicking it alone now. I'm gonna just describe my immediate surroundings. In front of me on the coffee table is the food that Kate made for us. We've got some sweet chili sauce and some ketchup, some garlic mayo. He's returned with what appears to be a candle.
Here's what you go with. Here's what you need for your room.
As like is
Little
that
thing.
a homemade incense burner?
It's not homemade, but it's an elephant. It's like a Buddhist elephant.
Oh, cool! But it's that's
you need
really
an incense
cool.
burner. You want
Yeah.
something to be cozy as fuck.
Yeah.
You want a room to be the cozy. I do this all the time in here. You want a room to be the coziest fucking room you've ever been in. burn
Burn
some
some
incense.
incense.
Burn
yeah.
some incense. You get
'Cause-
the smoke.
Yeah, see,
room.
Gareth, my roommate, he
Turn the
burns
lights
incense in
down
his
low.
room. You have to pass through his room to get to my room. So sometimes my room smells a little like incense, but I would like for it to smell more like incense. Cause
Get some
incense does
incense.
smell
It's
good.
real cheap. Get
Yeah.
yourself a burner. You could make a burner. You know, you could
yeah.
make
Oh,
one.
you know what? What else? I guess I could ramble
Or
about
you
for
could
a
get
second.
little
or two.
cones of like sage.
Oh man, yeah,
that
no,
you
I've seen
burn,
those.
yeah.
Those look really cool
We'll
too.
burn some in here when we're done the
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah. But fucking yes. Do you know what? So I've been trying to like eat healthy and stuff because we mentioned this on the last
Two of us have been
podcast
eating
as well.
healthy.
Both of us, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're trying to lose a little weight. I'm trying to put on a little weight. You know, we're
We're
both.
trying to put on muscle too.
Yeah,
That's a big part of it.
But I've started eating ready break in the morning with bananas chopped into it. Holy shit,
Yeah.
man, that is delicious.
Good breakfast.
I always thought that would be disgusting because I hate fruit.
I do that with Weetabix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Weetabix I'd say would be nice as
Weetabix
well.
and banana.
But it's really because the banana, you don't get the banana flavor off of it. All you get is sweetness.
Oh, dude, bananas
like
are really
natural
good.
sugar.
If you get like a good
But it
ripe
is natural
banana,
sugar. But yeah.
you get a good ripe banana. It's like fruity and like good. It doesn't
yeah.
taste like weird and bland.
And
like
what's really standing out to me since I've started having this for breakfast, the amount of fucking energy that I have, man. I swear
Yeah,
to God.
yeah.
I'll be standing at the bus
Good
stop
breakfast
and I'll
will,
just
like-
be like, man, I am so much less tired than I normally would be. I'm so much more capable of doing the
Yeah.
stuff I have to do. I feel like I'm becoming quite addicted to like natural energy because I woke up the other morning and I was like really hungry and I was like, I think I want more than just my bowl of ready break with the bit of banana. Like I am
Yeah.
quite peckish, and I was like, I've got some bread there. And I was like, well, I make some toast, and I was like, nah, man, be giving myself all that clean energy with the ready break and the banana,
Don't want
and then
all
I'm
those
just gonna
carbs,
slow
yeah.
myself down with that bread. Gonna interrupt with my
Yeah.
my natural high. You know, so yeah, I'm getting
you
like,
just need to start putting in more ready break.
yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. But
No,
ready
I-
break's expensive. I'm gonna
A
get
really
the,
interesting thing is
oh yeah, I'll be
when
the
I
judge of
started
that.
working out. Yeah, no, before I worked out,
Yeah.
I was in horrible shape
Right.
and I had a terrible diet
Yeah.
for like 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I drank a lot of beer.
Yes, you did. You did.
I'm drinking beer right now.
You
it's
are.
the first time in like 2 months
Yeah. Shit.
I've drank beer.
Holy fuck.
I've been keeping to like spirits. And
Yeah, lots of spirits.
stuff. Lots of spirit. Not actually lots of spirits at all. Like spirits once a week. Just when I'm
Really?
like, I'm gonna drink
That's
this
pretty good.
weekend.
Yeah.
But I used to have a terrible diet, and I would wake up in the mornings, and I would be like, oh, I can't even think about breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a coffee and a fag.
Yeah.
A fag is cigarette for anyone international. That is not. We have a different way of saying it here. I'm not homophobic.
Or just homosexual.
Yeah. So I would have a cigarette and a coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
And then maybe like 3 hours later, I'd have something to eat.
Yeah, man.
But
yeah.
ever since I started working out and eating better, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing is like, yo, I gotta eat.
Yeah, you're
You know,
starving.
I gotta
yeah,
get those
straight off the
calories
bat.
in me.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fucking great. It
Is a pretty sweet thing.
If you're
I-
listening to this right now and you're on the fence about like making that change,
Oh yeah, don't
fucking
do
do
it.
it.
Do it for sure.
You get better at singing.
Yeah, you do get better
You
at
get
singing.
better at
yeah.
singing.
You get better
you-
at everything, man. You get
Yeah.
better at breathing.
Better
Get better
breathing.
at dealing with stress,
Oh,
anxiety.
dude, I'm so good at dealing with
Yeah,
stress.
you're just letting all that shit out, man. You know, that's why, like, between the fact that I've been writing
You
again.
get a sweet tooth again.
Yeah.
I got my sweet tooth back.
Yeah.
I used to not like sugary foods
Oh really?
because when you eat a bunch of carbs, it turns into sugar in your stomach. So I
Ah.
used to get all my sugar through that.
Right.
Because
That's
I used to
interesting.
eat like pretty much primarily pasta and pizza.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that's a lot of
Christ.
carbs.
Yeah, that's a lot of
And
carbs.
now that like I'm eating healthy and stuff, and I'm
Yeah.
like whatever, I'm like looking at like the donuts over there. And
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
man.
those donuts are
Oh.
gonna taste so fucking
yeah,
good.
fuck me, man. Donuts is always.
We
been
had a pack
delicious.
of donuts. We ate the last. Me and Ali ate the last one
You're
today before.
Why
we
would you? Why would you tell me that
Now
they
we've got
existed?
we've got mini Reese's.
Oh yeah, you do.
got mini
I'm not a
Reese's.
peanut butter guy. I'm not a peanut guy in general. You've disappointed me, Brian.
You look like a peanut. Got him.
Oh no.
Got
Oh
him.
no.
That's
Aw.
Translation Lost podcast. You can find us if
Yeah.
you want to say. We didn't get any emails this week. Not gonna name
Which
any
I'm
names.
fucking raging about. I want to hear from people, man. I don't give a
Yeah,
shit how
yeah.
many times we've heard from you already.
I think it's important to say that the last email we got
was really, really
Yeah.
fucking great.
So far, every email we've got has given
been
us something
really, really
very
good.
entertaining to talk
That's
about.
the thing, man. Is we just need something to talk about.
You
If
guys
you give
are
us
really
anything
fucking
to
good at
talk about, we
emails.
will talk about it for ages.
You guys are good at emails.
Yeah, so we would like to get more of those. If you've got anything you want to say to anyone, it doesn't matter. I just want to reply to it. I just love having something to shite on about.
Yeah, if you've got anything you want to say, you can send it to translationlostpod@gmail.com.
Yep. You can find us. That is translationlostpod@gmail.com.
Yep.
I just say everything a little bit more clearly.
Yeah, you just got to say it again, so just to get it in there.
Exactly.
And if you want to follow us on Twitter, which, we've only got 7 Twitter followers.
Yeah, which is about as many as I have myself.
Yeah, I've got 62. I don't know.
Yeah, what the fuck happened there?
I'm
You're not
tweeting
that
out
funny.
our podcast all the time.
Sorry,
This
that's
is ridiculous.
That's not true. You're funny.
I have quite a few dead followers, like people who followed me back 3 or 4 years ago.
And just died? For real?
Like, at least 20 of them are those people.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And do you keep up to date? Like, do you check in to see if
With
they
those
are
people?
dead?
No.
To make sure they are in fact dead?
No, they just don't tweet.
They just don't tweet, so they're not really dead. So when I said for real,
I don't
and
follow
you said,
them
yeah,
either.
you lied.
I'm kind of a dick sometimes. If I look at your Twitter and I'm like, that's not funny, I'm not going to follow you.
Well, no, that's not being a dick. That seems perfectly fucking
I do that with Facebook. You get like three chances. If you share 3 things that aren't funny, I'm like, I'm pruning that rose.
Well, you see, that's the thing about like Facebook and Twitter and being online
I
in
sound like
general
such
is
an
that you can
asshole.
actually be selective about the people you
Yeah.
want in your world. You know, you don't just have to accept the fact that some people are there.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You can if you're like, I'm fed up of your shit, you can just be like, well,
Plus-
you're muted now. I'm not hearing any of it anymore.
I only use Facebook to talk to you guys.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
That's fucking it. I don't
primary,
scroll
yeah,
through Facebook.
Yeah, I feel
don't-
like the reason Facebook is as big as it is now, obviously the statuses and the photos, all of that is a big thing. But I feel like
It's just
because
people talking to their friends.
because Messenger became so popular.
So if you want to follow us on Twitter, that's @TLostPod.
Yeah, @TLostPod.
And our Facebook is Translation Lost Podcast.
Yep.
Shit, I didn't look up the peace out.
Oh shit,
For
it's
this
Pyong.
one. No, that's Korean.
Oh shit. Oh, you're looking for you want to do it for in each language. Is
Yeah,
it?
dude, that's fun.
Okay, that's fun. That is fun. I'll give you that. I can tell what fun is. You don't have to
It's,
tell me what fun is.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
It's literally bye bye.
For fuck's sake.
BAI.
BAI.
Bye bye.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Translation Lost Podcast.
We'll be better at this next week.